Hey guys, it's Childish and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to give you guys an update on our road to conquer 6,000, as well as give you guys the reason as to why I'm about to break that record, and so are you. So again, fam, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate your support as always. If you guys want to see more Soul Strike content down the road, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. So real quick, road to conquer 6,000. As you guys can see, we have moved up, I think, about 300 levels. We were around 5,500, I believe, in a quick update video a couple of days ago. And as you can see, we're getting pretty darn close to that 5,800. I say we're getting pretty darn close to it. We die within a second or two. So, some of the biggest things that I've been doing or been playing around with, we've made a couple of adjustments on our gears. We have gotten a couple of more legendary jewels in there. In addition to that, we're also getting a couple of jewels. We're getting a couple of our jewels enchanted. Okay, so for those that I remember, I think I had a couple of enchantments. The what was it called? The beast hide was in there. We did just recently get a copy of the Wisor's rings on a particular gear, so I put that enchant on that. I'm messing around with the. I've always had the Phoenix enchant. I'm messing around with the new one here, the Mirror of the Underworld, playing around with that efficacy boost and seeing what we can do to improve it in my lineup when it comes to relics. We've had the Goddess of War, I want to say, for about 5 days now. When I did put it on there, I did see a substantial increase in my levels. Again, the enchantment bringing in some additional damage on the boss. And then outside of that, just moving up in levels, trying to level up here and whatnot. I also try to make some improvements on constellations. Unfortunately, if you guys remember this, we used to have about 200,000 or so, and we dropped it down real bad, real quick, because we were trying our very best to get that final damage up to 72, but I couldn't do it. I literally just kept on hanging around. Final damage 70 to 75. Couldn't break the 100%. But I will say this, even though I couldn't break my thing, I was able to get back to where I was and increase my defense by almost 200% here. So is that going to help me down the road? Who knows? I mean, the goal is to get that final damage up there, but we don't have the resources anymore to get it done. So it is what it is. But you guys are probably wondering, as far as the main topic of this video, what are we talking about, Charles? So why in the world are we all going to be breaking crazy barriers right now? Why are we all going to be hitting some really quick milestones here? Because Comptuous has dropped us a little teaser 2 days ago, and I'm happy to announce that it should be coming here early this week. We got a new crossover skill in Ally. We got the 5th ally slot, which of course is going to be the main component. We have a new training center and of course a new constellation of features. So again, even before getting into this, obviously very excited to see where this goes. And I'm genuinely surprised that they're actually adding a 5th ally. I just thought they were just, going to improve, maybe levels or other ways to upgrade the gear. But maybe this will kind of give them a little bit of a halt and just allow everybody to get a nice little jump in their overall stats. I don't know. This seems like a lot for the game right now. I feel like 4 is a good number for characters right now. I'll tell you what, it's definitely going to push our phones to the absolute limits, because you already know when it comes to all the stuff that we see when it comes to animations, that's actually it's pretty insane. But overall, I know this is great because this is going to help people push through the content a lot more. So I'm curious to see what they do. Now, the 2 skills that they're introducing is not really something that's new per se. This is part of the roadmap. Possessed Tenor is going to be in there, as well as Alicia. Now, again, these are 2 of the 4 components that we talked about that allows you to get that 100% defense break in there. So I believe Possessed Tenor A3, you get a defense break for 20%, and then Alicia comes in innate with 40% defense break. So yeah, that's going to be a good chunk here. Of course, the Heart of Winter is going to be something you're going to be utilizing, and I believe it was the Meteor Shower that we were talking about as well. Once you get the enchantment, it's going to be another one of those components to make it work here. So again, getting back to the next component here, 5th ally slots. It is quite a bit here. So like I said, I'm curious to see how that all works out. Like I said, I'm very happy to see that they are, making some adjustments. This will definitely make things a lot easier for a lot of players. And like it says right here, we're going to be able to create new strategies and try to figure out, what we can do. So the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to, talking about a 5th ally, and this is something that everybody's going to talk about, right? Now that we got a 5th ally, what do we do? Who do we incorporate? Like, what do we decide to mix in here? That's a very good point. Very good question. And I think it's just going to bend your overall strategy and the skills and the allies and the recs that you have available, right? There's certain people out there that use a specific type of mechanic that we need specific things that maybe skills, allies, or relics have, or some people just go with the heavy damage dealing team that doesn't have really too many kind of support or many kind of heal functions, so they have to rely on a skill like the force of Mother Nature, something like that, to keep them alive. Now they may be able to switch out force of Mother Nature for a damage dealing skill and bring in a fifth ally just to focus on heals. Right? There's a couple of things that can be done to kind of improve your all of our team. The goal is which one's going to be the best way, which is going to be optimal. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't really care what's optimal. I don't really care what's meta. All I care about is the fun aspect of getting in the first update and just testing out things over and over again. Like literally right now, as I was, prior to making this video, you know what I was doing? I was literally taking my lineup of skills and going through my allies that are fire based and literally taking, units out one by one and playing around with them, right? You guys know Elena has been in here for a hot minute. But now with Alicia coming up here, Alicia's going to be like the new unit to throw in this lineup, and I'm going to be using for the most part here. But that being said, though, other units have various aspects that can bring in stuff. Howard has the burn effects. We got Vivid that got the fire damage received with the fire boost. Like there's a couple of components here that make sense, and maybe now with the recent improvement of the fifth ally, we're gonna be getting so much value that allows us to really mix up some things and try new things. I think it's going to be exciting to see. So, in addition to that, we got a couple of other things that I want to talk about here in the sneak peek. The next thing that we got going on here is a training center that's now going to allow you to test your skills. So, even though we had different types of dungeons that we tested our damage or and prove our stats and whatnot here, now you're going to be able to test your skills and maybe they'll have some kind of like statistic thing that we'll be able to pull up on the side to see kind of what's going on when it comes to skills, abilities, damage, DPS overall, something like that. In addition to that, again, the new constellation feature. I do like the obviously the constellation. We'll see how it goes. I'm curious to see how much this is going to cost per 1,000. Oh my gosh, that's a lot right there. That's a lot. 1,000 per, comparison to the other ones that are 100, 200, 300, 500. That is actually a fair. That's quite a bit of that's quite a bit of one here. So another 14-day bonus mission, again, very similar to what we've seen in the past. Just getting us some rewards as we do various things throughout the game. And then we got some random, improvements, bugs, fixes, stuff like that we're going to be doing. So I'm curious to see what's going to go on here. I'm curious to see this adjustments that's going to be going on here. The new rewards. They don't really say anything outside of that, just giving us an update here. But very excited to see what kind of new rewards and the adjustments here. Annabelle, in my humble opinion, is actually a phenomenal radiant adjustment. One of my favorite skills of all time. That was the big component in the physical build that was really crucial into doing a ton of damage here. I didn't even have like, I remember like getting this one. I didn't even have the reduction on the A3 here, but what I did have was the enchantment that I think reduced it as well. And this skill, man, it when I first started out, man, it put out the numbers. It did some work here. So yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I'm curious to see what's going on. But let's take a look. Annabelle's getting some balance adjustments here. She currently provides that water damage received, and does damage to random enemies on enemies around for 10 seconds, right? So yeah. So I mean, yeah, this water receive this kind of seems like a little small comparison to some other ones. I'm trying to figure out was it the fire one? Was it Vivette? Oh, no, yeah, fire damage received by, no, she was 100% as well. Okay, she was, I don't know why, I thought there was a character that had a little bit more goodness here. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I'll be curious to see what it does. There's some really good water units out there that I've had in the past that I've been wanting to mess around with. I'm a huge fan of Aisha. I think she is a phenomenal unit that I really enjoy. I even got an enchantment here that I'm actually looking to utilize down the road. So I think she's one of the best units to get for the infinite pot. I think he's just one of the best units overall to get for starting players too as well. But anyways, fam, let me not get off topic too much here. The video for you today is just to let you guys all know that we got an update coming. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a good update to give us a couple of new things within the game, but most importantly, that fifth ally. So again, the question to leave you guys with is, who is going to be your fifth ally, and how are you going to change your lineup in order to capitalize on this adjustment here? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback. Okay, fam? Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.